Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another live stream. Want to say thank you for the bananas in chat. I will read out some names. Let's see. Miganova with bananas. Ministro. Wow, it's so fast. I'm just like, quick, try and pick out a name. Official Blaze, thank you. Let's get the music going here. What's wrong with me? The music. Let's play that. And let's have a look at what's going on the screen. Got a new overlay today, which we're testing out. This won't be permanent. And as I boot it up, I realise I'm not prepared. So, today we are listening to Crinkles. Let's get that displayed on the screen. Professional streamer here. That's right, all ready to go, am I? No, apparently not. And yeah, some things here should reset, but they don't appear to have reset. Anyway, also there's a message here, MOTD, visit blah blah blah. What's that about? What's going on? Miganova says it looks nice, thank you. I tweeted out a picture of this and then changed a few things. And I still think it needs a bit more going for it. I'm not sure where and what to do at the moment, but I'll figure it out as time goes by. Message of the day will be, visit, let's see, extreme dash UHC. Oh, that might not be set up yet. Damn it. Okay, never mind. Oh, so busy. I am so busy. I cannot tell you how much of the day is spent rushing around trying to do things. And then I remember, something else I've got to do. Okay, I just got to modify this a little bit more. So sorry. I'll explain everything soon. Wait. What's the next month? May? Oh. I'm so out of it. It's quite funny because I was going to have a bit of a moan at the beginning of the stream. All right, there we go. So sorry, peeps, for this incredibly professional start to the stream. And we're going to log on to Hermitcraft. Let's refresh it. Everyone is logging in. I had a feeling everyone would be logging in. It feels like every evening people start logging in. And we've got a noise in my ear to kick things off, which I'll get to in a second. I just want to vent quickly. I have had such a stressful day. I am dealing with some behind-the-scenes content, dispute, complaint things at the moment, and it is driving me nuts. And on top of that, there's so many things I want to do around the videos. I went for a run today. I ran 4.85 miles in 39 minutes, which isn't a particularly fast pace, but I'm working on like really focusing on running at the moment. And another noise in my ear, bam, and it's just been crazy. I think the noises are rolling in here. So we got a resubscribe. It's Pikachu 9234. Thank you for resubscribing 2 months in a row. Also, Sallyann123 resubscribing for 12 months in a row. Bam, that's a year. The noises just aren't stopping right now. What's going on? You lot are crazy. Thank you so much for a year of wonderful support, and rest in peace, I'm going to call you. 33 has resubscribed for 4 months in a row. Really do appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for the support. And Danger Beast Sweets resubscribing for 2 months in a row. Cool. So thank you, everyone. And we got a donation from folks saying, taking a break from studying. What better way to rest than to watch Asuma being a derp? Ah, thank you, folks. You're going to see so much derpiness from me. It's ridiculous because I am frazzled. Frazzled is the state of my mood. I still have a big bunch of things to do before I go to sleep tonight. And then I got to wake up tomorrow and do it all over again because things have happened, and it's just like that. You don't have enough time. We're going to dig down to this level today. We're going to go down by 2. I thought that was 3, but I've decided it's now 2 because I don't want to spend forever over here. So if you don't know the deal, at the beginning of the stream, what we do is dig down some layers over here and just steadily chip away at the project. And that's how we go about getting things done here on the server. And the noises in my ear are just rolling in. Hey X, is Keanu Reeves joining the vanilla server? Duty, where did you hear that? Oh, we're not supposed to talk about Keanu just yet. Oh well, it sounds like the cat's out of the bag. Panda Groove has subscribed. Panda Groove, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Do appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic time on today's stream. I need to have a fantastic time. I need to chill out. I am so tired and stressed right now. It has been really, really difficult. what I've been dealing with. And I'd love to tell you all about it, but it's just one of those things where you have to deal with it yourself behind the stream. Behind the stream, behind the YouTube, behind the scenes, and then just get on with things once it's taken care of, which is not taken care of yet. So hopefully, if things go well, I'll reach a point where all of that drama is taken care of and I can be like, aha, let's just crack on with doing YouTube and doing all these things that we enjoy doing. Yeah, so Alex says, hi X, just want to say thank you for making me much happier as my dog just got put down. I am so sorry to hear that your dog got put down, buddy. That is really unfortunate. And if this makes you a little bit happier, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for that. Sorry to hear about your pup. And infamously, Alex also says, Asuma, you're the goat. I don't know. Now I'm a little bit lost. I'm a goat? What's going on? Food Panic says bird poop. Yep, this definitely looks like bird poop, doesn't it? So we had a noise in my ear from Zoyat Nillo. Wow, these names. Good evening, X. I know you may have some plan, but please prank someone today. P.S. Keep running. Thank you. Yes, I will keep running. Appreciate that. And thank you for the donation. So let's talk a little about the running, and let's talk about pranking people. I like to do a proper prank. I like to have a plan, and I know some of you like to see a prank in a live stream. Maybe what I'll do is I'll plan to do my next prank in a live stream, just because it sort of dawned on me that I think you guys really enjoy seeing pranks when they're live. You know, is that a thing? Is it just more enjoyable to watch a prank happen when it's live, or is it just a case of people just like pranks, and so they're requesting it because they have my ear, so to speak? I'm not sure. Maybe it's a mix of the two. That Pick Gamer says, X, can you please do a prank? See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? There's a bit of delay in the chat, so there you go. And to us says, X, I've been sick all day. Cheers me up to see you. Sorry to hear that you've been sick, buddy, and I'm glad that you're feeling at least a little bit cheered up at the moment. So let's talk about running. I love running. Running is great because it's like a mix of like discipline and reward. Like running isn't fun. Running isn't like yay, you know. For some reason, all I can think of is jumping up and down on a bouncy castle. It's nothing like that. Like you have to work for a run. You have to really like tell yourself to keep going. And at the end of it, it's very rewarding because your body is pumped full of endorphins, but you get fitter. You can feel it. Like I've been striving to run 10k is what I'm aiming for. I want to run 10k, and so I just started. I was sort of running every other day, doing like 10 to 15 minutes, and it wasn't really that much. It didn't have that much benefit. And then I just started really going for it, and like run by run, I increased my time by like 4 to 5 minutes. And yeah, today like really feel it. For the rest of the day, you just feel a little bit more alert and alive, and tomorrow I'll feel good as well. And that's what running does for you. It just sort of gives you like a natural perky feeling because you're your body's like doing a run. Miganova says 10 km. That's correct. Yeah, I want to run 10 kilometers. I've done it before, but I want to do it again. And when I ran 10 kilometers before, I injured myself. I injured my hips, believe it or not. I got a very unusual form of pain that took a very long time to heal that the doctors couldn't really understand. And I found a stretch that helped. I found a really weird stretch where you lie on your back, you flip let's say you're lying on your back, you put your knees up so your feet are flat on the ground, you're going to flip one foot onto the other knee, and then you drop your foot and your knee to the ground, okay, on your side, and you try and keep your back straight on the ground. Then you push your knee and your leg upwards so that your leg twists, and then you hold your leg and you pull it into your chest. And like as I continue to explain that, I imagine it sounds very odd. It is. You have to sort of lie on the ground and then twist your leg in a weird spot, and it just gets this bit in your hip/buttocks area, and that was the bit that was hurting when I was running. And yeah, I learnt to do that stretch, do it all the time, do it like every day, and it allows me to run. Because last time like I said, I got an injury. We got a donation here from Eastern Fighter saying, remember at the start of Season 1, you were very anti-pranking. What changed? I've answered this one before, Eastern. Basically, I think here's the thing about explaining something for me. I'm very aware that Like, each time I explain something, it will come across slightly different, so I feel the need to point that out. I didn't see pranks as fun. I saw them as an annoyance, and to be fair, Generic B's first prank didn't change my mind. It was so infuriating what he did, and I can't really remember the turning point, but at some point I just sort of got it, that it was a good laugh, and yeah, I'm sorry, I don't really have the answer for you. There was a turning point, but it's like not coming to mind at the moment. Jack says, "Hey X, just come, what have I missed?" You've missed me being a derp, like not setting up the stream properly, then me chatting about running, chatting to people in chat, saying hello, loads of people were resubscribing, saying thank you to them. By the way, Iceland Fighter, thank you for your donation. I'm going to think about that a little bit if I can. There was a point when I realised that it was just fun and it made sense, but for some reason I can't put my finger on it right now. And we got a noise in my ear from Moobs for the win, saying, "Hey X, had a bad day as well. I'm doing my final assignment for my year at uni, and half of it got deleted. You streaming will cheer me up." So sorry to hear that. If it got deleted on your computer, and you use a hard drive, as in a disk drive, there is a chance that it's still on the drive if it hasn't been overwritten. If that is the case, you need to look at a program called Recover. It's like Recover, but changed to Recover. And yeah, so basically, let's say it was a file, you deleted it on your computer, you haven't used the computer much, Recover might be able to restore the file, because it doesn't get deleted, it gets marked as being deleted, and then it will get overwritten at some point. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for the donation. Do appreciate it. And someone in chat was asking, oh there it is, Benjamin438 is asking, what was Generic B's prank? Good question. He took all my diamonds and he sent me on a wild goose chase around an enormous map looking for them when they were actually just hidden on top of my own base. Now, what he did was jump through the nether portals to get to each location. I didn't think of doing that. I went around this entire map on foot and it took me about 4 hours. And if you go back and watch the old videos, I get really, really annoyed in the video. You can tell I'm just not happy, don't find it funny. And looking back on it, it's hilarious, but at the time I certainly didn't think that. Hey X, will you do some Infinifactory again? Maybe some stream workshop levels on a live stream sometime. Yeah, there's a possibility that as a live stream I'd fancy doing it, but no promises. And as a series on YouTube, definitely not coming back, because the next level that I need to do, I actually tried to do that and like record it, and it was a nightmare. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for like the next levels. They are very tough. Oh, there you are. Hi. Yeah, this is going to be annoying. So we need to sort that out, don't we? Put some torches like that. Let's see if that helps it a little bit. Stop them spawning. Oh, tea reminders in chat. Zapdos, thank you very much, buddy. I'm going to have a sip of this tea. It should be delicious. And what do you know? It is right temperature. I decided to let the boiled water sit in the kettle for about 5 minutes before making this. And it tastes good, and it's just a little bit cooler. Potum Missum says this chat is a nightmare. The chat is very fast. I don't know why you'd say it's a nightmare though. I can always look over and read something. Infamously, Alex says, tell him to stop spamming then. When it comes to tea emotes, there is a little bit of a deal that I need some reminders, so it's all okay, don't worry. Agent Scarface says, X, when is the next Crowns and Council? When we hit 2,000 likes. I don't really like sort of doing that stuff. But the deal is, like, I don't have a lot of time to make extra videos at the moment, but I can just sit down and record and play like for 20 minutes, and if you guys like really like that and want it, and we hit that little milestone, then it's sort of like it balances itself out, because it's healthy for the channel. If you get 2,000 likes on a video, that's decent for your engagement and that kind of stuff. Like, you really don't want that to be a big deal with YouTube all the time, but it is. You've got to pay attention to it. I could do some more torches, I feel like, but I guess we're going to pick them up as we go along. So yeah, it's literally just waiting on that, and we'll probably hit it, and then the next one I wouldn't be surprised to be the last one. But if people keep liking it, then I'll keep it going, you know. Yeah, so that's kind of the deal on that one. I'm happy to do more, but I won't be playing it in my own time now. I feel like I've like sussed the game out. Like, way too much. X, you have 79k followers. That is true, Mimi. That's here on Twitch. And, you know, thank you to all of you for following and coming and watching these streams. I do have a great time. I feel so much more relaxed now that we're streaming. I was really stressed out earlier. Been a stressful time. Aha, give me that XP. Actually, do you know what? With all my armour on, it's not really going to help the pick that much. What video, says Adam? It's a game called Crown and Council. It's on my YouTube channel. Millie says, I've just put a sign on my door saying, I'm watching a Sumo play Minecraft. Please do not disturb. That is so adorable. Thank you for telling me that. That puts a smile on my face. Oh, that's great. X, do you play Skywards? No idea what Skywards is. Do you mean Sky Wars? If so, no, I don't. Good to hear that Minecraft makes you stress down, says Miganova. It's a combination of Minecraft and you guys hanging out with me as we do this. I've said it so many times before, streams are always fun, and I was actually kind of like just a bit worked up before we started streaming. I was like panicking to get everything done in time, and then it starts, and then you're like, oh, this is good. This is what I like. Right, let's go put some items back in chests. X, your third top Minecraft streamer. Thanks for letting me know, Mohammed. Do appreciate it. And we've got a new subscriber on the channel. It is Just. Just has subscribed. Now, that username, a 4-letter username with an actual word, just isn't really like a word. We've got Snoop Dogg in the house. Digging the new design, says Snoop Dogg. I love that name. Doug, not dog. It's good. Yeah, Just, thank you for subscribing. That username, like, if it was something like Dave for a 4-letter word, you'd be like, wow, someone got here early. But Just, I don't know, like when it comes to picking short usernames, Just, it's not a name. It could be short for Justin, but it's like a word in the dictionary, isn't it? I don't know. I don't see people like rushing to claim that. So it's an interesting username. Anyway, I'm rambling on about you. Arangelo says, from my hotel in Italy. It's awesome here. Hey, Arangelo, enjoy your holiday. Hope you like it. Also, Emerald Melon for life has subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing, you Emerald Melon, you. Do appreciate it. And thank you for subbing. Musa says, any tea today? Yes, we have an Earl Grey. I picked out the wrong tea bag, believe it or not. So I have Earl Grey. And there we go. Bam. That is our job for today done. We have chipped away at this project again. I want to make sure I leave all of these torches here, though. So we're just going to throw down a few more on the way out. Bam, look at that. So what level are we at now? 50. Wow. We've still got a long way to go. Forcus says, X plans for later. Yes, maybe some zombie pigman farm, mostly Guardian stuff today in the stream. And I was going to do some work on what I'm doing in the next episode, and it would be complete and utter spoilers, but I don't really like doing spoilers. I don't know, I feel like it takes away from the video, so I changed my mind. I think I'm going to take this coal back with us. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll take all of this cobble as well, fill my inventory up. Because I have a cobble shop going on. And Heikler Werferder says, are you going to work on the farm today, the gold farm? Yes, maybe, a little bit, I don't know. Possibly. But we will work on the Guardian farm. And True Just the Gamer says, oh, let's read that. X, it's a real name, just take a flight to Norway. Now, True Just the Gamer, are you just? Because it says just over there and then True Just here. And, wow, what's True Just saying here? Wow, I'm stupid, I'm out. I don't know what's going on. I don't something's going on in chat, but Just, I guess, could be a name in a particular country. Tom says, when is X going to finish the house? Good question, Tom. I have started doing a little bit more work on it. I need to just focus. I like that there's projects that need doing, though. I feel like I've always got something to do. We've got a donation here from Rocky Avalon once again saying, do you think you'll play Rocket League when the basketball map comes out? Would be nice to see you get out of your comfort zone every once in a while. Thanks for the donation, buddy. Out of my comfort zone? Minecraft is a bit of a comfort zone, I guess. When it comes to other games, though, it's just they don't have the same effect. And man, everyone is putting butchered name emotes in chat. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, like I wouldn't say it's outside my comfort zone so much as like, some games just don't seem to warrant, like, the same sort of talk and play like Minecraft does. You come across a few that do, and those that do and I tend to play on YouTube, but you notice that no game really, like, sticks around as long as Minecraft does. I always come back to this. And as for Rocket League I really, really like. See, I'm a fan of football, and I just loved it. Football with cars, like, you get a bit of the football kind of vibe going on. I don't need to go there, I'm going to the wrong place. Get a bit of the football vibe going on, but you know, it's like sort of different at the same time. So I quite like it. But then it got to a point where I spent a lot of time playing it, got relatively good, and then you go a little bit of time without playing, you play it again, you're not so good, and then all of a sudden you suck because you haven't played it in a month, and then that's when, like, I lost interest in the game because it just felt so difficult to try and, let's say, you know, get all your progress back or whatever you've been doing. Cool, we need to take this stuff over to the Guardian farm. Oh, why don't we fly over there? I love flying in this game. I'll tell you who loves flying the most, though. It's Cub Fan. It's definitely... Oh, False has really been getting on it as well. And loads of cats. Spoiler alert, I got cats. X, have you ever played Terraria? Yes, I've played it. If you search my second channel, you can find live streams of me and Python playing it. And I think... was it Simply Sark as well joined us? And bam, down we go. Look at all this chorus fruit. We're going to farm that at some point. Pull up. Whew, there we go. Perfect landing. Also, apparently there's a flint and steel on the ground, which is interesting because I lost one earlier. And apparently it's just over here. Cool. So check out the progress that's been made in this area. It's all been cleaned out, as you may have seen in today's video, and we'll just continue working on that. Cat Army, says Karupu. Is it Karupu? I can't say your name. I don't even think you know how to say your name. How do you pronounce a double P? I'm not even sure. Ah, actually, there's more water for us to clear out. Does that mean there might be some more Guardians? There might be, like, a Guardian-heavy area. No, they don't spawn this low down, so this is all Guardian-free. This is where I died as well. In this little area. That's why there's all these, like, quirky doors and glowstone everywhere. I guess we'll get all that stuff out. So you've cleaned the area, huh? Says Seal. Yep, I have cleaned out the area. And there's still more work to be done here, so we're going to crack on with some of that in today's one. Zlotnilo. Oh god, I can't say any names. I can't say any names. Says, like a single P, like in Epping. Yeah, that probably would be how you say it then. That probably would be how you say it. We got a donation here from Daniel7197Rules saying, "Hi X, when are you going to make the tutorial on how to make the Ender Dragon drop the Elytra?" That should come out Wednesday this week, most likely. Unless a snapshot comes out, which is also likely, then I might push it back. You see, where I've got, like, limited amount of time at the moment, or at least time's just sort of been stretched, I'm going to be releasing my videos with the intention of, like, one a day, so if a snapshot comes out, it's quite likely I might push it back to Friday. And I know that probably sounds like a little bit silly or whatever, but when you do this for your living, you've got to make sure your channel's healthy. A channel is healthy when you, at least in my situation, when you put out, like, a video every day. If you put out 2 videos in one day and then don't put one out the next, you sort of lose viewership. So it's like a good practice to have a steady sort of flow of content. Seems to be how it goes. Donation bar is broken again, informs me. Kildor does. Kildor does inform me. Wow, I'm talking like Yoda, just broken donation bar B. Kildor informed thee, yes? Things like that. Emerald Melon for Life says, "Hey Asuma, I'm a big fan of what you do and I really want to meet you one day." Okay. I hope you always keep doing YouTube. Well, thank you for the lovely message. It's unlikely you'll meet me, as I'm not really into, like, overlapping YouTube with, let's say, reality. Yeah, you could call it that. But do appreciate your support. Thank you for the donation, and I want to keep doing this. I don't know if I'll do, like, Minecraft forever. I'm still doing it now, and it's still not boring, but I imagine I'm hoping at some point, like, I'll find some other form of creativity, something creative to do with YouTube as well. But I'm in no rush to stop playing this, believe me. Just been really enjoying it. And there's so many people out there that have just been playing it for years as well. It's just like this magical game. I tell you what, actually, when people start like making, when I say Minecraft clone, I mean like, you know, taking what Minecraft is and doing something clever with that, interesting or better, then that I think will be where things start to take off for other games. But so far, like, what exists are basically Minecraft clones. Not too many games where people like seem to fully understand what Minecraft is and then take it to the next level. But it'll be a part of like all future games now to have, you know, block-based environments. Scrap Mechanics says, Brend for Hipster, yeah, when they get the survival sorted out, and if it's nice and fleshed out when they release it, I could definitely see myself playing a lot of that. We also had a donation here from Loving11ish, saying, first time donating on Twitch, thanks for the great video content. No problem at all, buddy, thank you for your donation, I really do appreciate it. Sabium in chat says, do you have an Xbox or a PS3? I have an old PS3 that's, like, doesn't work, basically, and that's it. Alright. Good old sip of tea. I need to turn on the light in my room now. Scribbles says, hey X, follow up to my question a few days ago. What if Mojang accidentally broke the Iron Foundry in an update? Let's talk about that. So yeah, I mean, when they break things, I think they need to address why they're breaking it, or at least they need to, like, perhaps be more involved with the community and like communicate with them about like why they're breaking these things, because each time they break technical contraptions they just push players away from the game. The technical community has really gone quiet over the last couple of years, and I think a lot of it is down to people just get fed up of having stuff broken, you know? Like, there's these worlds that people play in, and when you play the game in a particular way, like, let's take Hermitcraft Season 3 for example. How much stuff that was built would be, you know, completely broken if we were still playing it in 1.9? It would just be unplayable, and I think things like that put players off. Hi X, what are you doing? I'm new to your stream. Do you know Stampy Squid and Dan TDM? Says Willem Xbox. I don't know them, like, I know of them, but I haven't conversed with them in any way. I also don't know who Squid is. Was it Squiddy? No, it was just Squid. Mr. Lurky says, I don't really get the sense that the developers actually play much survival, do you? MC Lurky, I've said it for a long time, they clearly don't play a lot of survival. And I don't blame them for that. I just wish that they would realise that and talk to people that do. Like, especially, I'm not trying to put my name forward here or anything, but I feel like I'm in a position where I see lots of stuff happen all the time because I'm very interested in what the community does, and I watch, you know, people play Minecraft, and you know, they update things, they break things, they seem to be oblivious to it. Oh, that's right, I forgot to bring the beacon over here. Wow, I think I do that every time, don't I? And you know, maybe if they just communicated with particular people in the community that could go, oh right, so you released this snapshot, here's what's wrong, you broke this farm, you broke that one, Pistons are doing this weird thing where they pull people through. Now everyone's using them. So when you fix it eventually, you're gonna like really upset a lot of players that have accepted that feature and started using it. You know, like they need someone to tell them what's going on, I think. And without that, you know, Minecraft's going to go the same way. And I've discussed this before a little bit. Some people don't like my opinion on this. I think I'm going to stick to it. I think Minecraft itself is genius. But the development of Minecraft could be better. It feels like it could be done so much better. And Minecraft's success, I would say, is less about development style and more about the genius of the concept of the game, the core concept. We've also got some resubscribes here. Aphelion for 13 months in a row. Absolutely epic support. Well over a year. Thank you for all your support here on Twitch, buddy. And also my leg hair. Hi, Zspec for 4 months in a row. Really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the support. Let's drop down here and let's read some chat and see how much people dislike or like my opinion. I think my opinion probably comes off as being quite maybe disrespectful to Mojang, which I don't really want to be, but I've been following what they've done to the game for a long time now, and it does feel like it could be so much better. And I hate to be like a moaner, but As I said, I think the game itself is so brilliant. You can put it in anyone's hands and it will be a gem. We've got another resubscribe. Wow, Defense 041 for 3 months in a row. Thank you so much, Bunny. Do appreciate your support. Laser Spec says MC is my #1 game. Hey, me too. Dooley says Blaze Rods. True Just the Gamer says I think Mojang should leave some glitches in. I'd agree. You'd have a hard time, I think, convincing a lot of people why that would be a good idea. But for me, having played the game for a long time, one of the cool things about Minecraft was how glitchy and weird it could be, and how you could exploit that and do extremely cool things. And it's very understandable as to why that's probably not the best way to have a game full of glitches, but it was one of the things that gave Minecraft a lot of charm, in my opinion. Things like the floating water, why not just leave it in? You know, it's been in there for years. Let them have it. Let them have it already. Everyone, like, no one's complaining about that. Surely not. Surely you're not complaining about floating water. It's just a cool little quirk, really, that you can have fun with. There we go. F117, I'm going to read your long message here. As a programmer, I've worked on several games myself, nothing big. But to know that I spend so much time developing and don't really feel like playing for fun, I'll play to figure out bugs and whatnot. But it's hard to get time into a game when you know what's going on in the background, knowing how everything works with interacting with each other and always looking at the same game. From the software side, it's difficult to really get into. Yeah, that might be the case for Mojang. It might not as well. They might feel differently. Well, that's not good. We might drown. Let's not drown. There we go. We don't want to drown. Hi, where are we? We're underwater. It's hard to see, I know. Yeah, very interesting point there. And that's why I think they should be chatting to people who play the game very passionately. And I've noticed that they tend to take suggestions from people at random in the audience. One of the ones that really bugged me was in 1.9. When you're in creative mode, you can fly around and you can hold down Shift to slow down, and it is such an instinctive thing to use. Like, for as long as I can remember, holding down Shift to slow down when you're flying around in creative and building, that's fantastic. That helps you so much, and they removed it, and it was just like, why have you removed this awesome feature? It made building so much easier, and now it's gone. Right, did we sort of stop the entire roof from regenerating its water? I'm not sure that we did. I'm also noticing the light levels are fluctuating from the sea lanterns being exposed, and no, I don't think we did a terribly good job there, did we? Ha, there you go, got rid of all of that water. I don't mind doing it inefficiently like this, it's just fun. Hey X, I just came back, how did you get these sponges? I got them from the ocean monument that we're clearing. Bam, there we go, that's fine. So it seems like putting a little column through the middle kind of helps. Ah, we're going to need some more torches. And I can walk out through here now. Excellent. Good stuff. Speaking of the piston bug, what are your thoughts on it? Is it better now with piston baby sorters? Oh yeah. And the like, or is it not worth it, let's see, to lose all the broken farms that use piston? I love the bug. I think the bug is cool. I think it's got so many great uses. It's fun, it's quirky, it reminds me of old school Minecraft. But that bug will get fixed. Surely at some point they've got to address that. I mean, do they even know about it? Because it's such a weird bug. If they don't know about it, I'm really surprised, because the community has talked about it so much. Let's say they do know about it and they've decided to leave it in, then it should never change. They should make a statement saying, you know, make all your contraptions with this feature because it's staying. Because, you know, they've updated and changed the way piston work quite a few times before and broken stuff. 5 at 5 says, do you know anything about the Ottoman Empire? I do, actually. The Ottoman Empire was Turkey, and that region that connects Europe to the Middle East in, let's say, the 1900s and before, I think, or maybe the 1800s. It's an old empire that's, you know, no longer. Like, for example, Germany used to be part of Prussia. Prussia used to be a big, like, you know, country, whatever, you know, where Germany was, and it extended over the way to Russia, and then it changed. Now, empires fall, and yeah, it's just interesting that you mentioned that, because I do know about the Ottoman Empire. Yeah, there's lots of old civilizations that fell. Rome and the Romans probably being one of the most well-known and classic, I guess you say. Now, I came over here for sticks, and it took me a while to remember that. We've also got a new subscriber. It is it Charlie Iril? Charlie Iril, hopefully I've got your name correctly. Thank you for subscribing. Do appreciate the support. Hope you enjoy today's stream as we shuffle through chests looking for sticks. Now, I thought I had some sticks. I can't concentrate on anything, can I? Too derpy for that. Here we go. That'll make some sticks. That'll make some sticks. That took me too long. Way too long. You're fired, X. We're going to get someone else in to do this. There we go. Nice. The baby zombie sorter on the zombie spawner with a piston bug is nice just to yank them into lava, says that good pick. There you go. You can torture animals with pistons, or zombies, or the undead, whatever you want to call them. Infamously, Alex says, rest in peace, Aztecs. I don't think the Aztecs were a like an empire that went and conquered. The Ottomans conquered. I think the Germanic or Prussian Empire, I think they conquered a lot of territory. But I don't remember hearing about the Aztecs as being a warlike people. Hi X, great season of Hermitcraft so far. Loving the content and the interaction between players. Best season of multiplayer yet. It really has been something special. It really has. And I think the people to thank are the new people who joined, because they have brought so much like energy and like the passion for Minecraft and playing in multiplayer. It's sort of like hit a lot of people. Like Biff has come back on now as well, you know. Can't get enough of the multiplayer action. I need to go. Coming back in 15 minutes, says Professor Dr. Pug. Thank you, Professor Doctor, for for letting us know. Mark says, hi X, just logged in. Welcome to the stream, buddy. We've had a chat about a few things. We did some digging over at the farm, and Charlie says, don't worry, Asuma. The rest of the world struggles with my name just as much as you. Smiley faces and the butcher name emote. Yes, the butcher name emote looks so cool. I love those emotes. You all know that by now, though. You all know that. I put some of them on the screen permanently as well. How are you all liking the new overlay? I just want to open it up and make it look a little bit bigger. So, I'm going to watch my own stream for a moment here. It's not so... The top left corner isn't so, like, in the space as I thought it would be. I felt like it might take up a little bit too more screen room, and because it's not symmetrical, it might look a bit odd. But it's okay. Crinkles in the bottom left looks good. And is the MOTD readable? It looks readable to me. Maybe for your mobile it's not. But Extreme UHC has been announced. If you're a subscriber here, you can join the Extreme UHC. You just have to use the website to sign up with Twitch. And you can pick which streamer you want to... Well, actually, you can only pick... Guardians? Oh, in the farm. They were in the farm. You can only pick a player that you're subscribed to, but you can choose whose team you want to be on, and then you know you're more likely to. Well, you're in the draw to be on their team, so to speak. So yeah, the place to go do that at is at asumavoid.com/extremeuhc. If Autumn or Mace or Manglue is watching, if you could let me know if the other thing works, then I can use that. But I don't know if it worked or not. Watching any series on Netflix at the moment, says Mikhail. I'm not actually. However, I have been watching something called Fringe. I like to watch a little bit of TV from time to time. I try and like listen to music more than I do watch TV shows, or try and watch something a little bit more educational. But I do enjoy a bit of TV, and I can talk about TV a little bit. Let's have a sip of this. Oh, there you go. Mayschool's got it. ExtremeUHC.com. Let's update that link. So yeah, anyway, I'm watching this one called Fringe, and I wouldn't really like recommend it or rave about it. It's a bit more of one where you just want to be entertained and not really think for too much, and it's sort of perfect for when you're like unwinding. And the show I think has this big flaw where it suffers from something a lot of TV shows do, which is where you know everything's going to be alright at one point. Like, it always finds its way of revolving itself. And then all the mysteries and the things that they throw into each episode of Fringe just kind of becomes routine. Like, you know this guy's going to suss it out and he's going to talk about food while he's doing it. And so for that reason, I say, despite being a overall pretty good show, it has some weak points. But anyway, greatest TV shows of all time. My favourite has to be The Wire. The Wire is absolutely fantastic, and I listen to a lot of hip hop music, and so through that I've learned about like what life is like in America in some of its poorer parts. And when I watched The Wire, it was like absolute deja vu. All of the slang in the songs, all the things that they're talking about, you see it in that TV show. And the TV show is made with real criminals and real police people who wanted to come together and make an accurate portrayal of how policing and law enforcement worked in places like Baltimore. And they probably very much achieved that. It's still a fictional show. You can't say it's not a fictional one. There's an element of that. But yeah, they really created a fantastic TV show. So much so to the point that some of the criminals who were actors in the TV show later on got arrested for doing things that they portrayed doing in the show because they were actually criminals. It was made with real criminals. So a very, very good show though. And it has such a non-linear and non-formulated sort of approach. Like every time you watch it, it's not gonna do its quirks like Fringe does, where the same jokes get dropped in, the mystery's presented, and they always find a way to solve it. It's not like that. Some of the characters that you care for get hurt and disappear, like in Game of Thrones. They're not afraid to do that, and there's many twists and turns that you might not see coming. And you see it from a lot of characters' perspectives as well. You don't just see it from like the police and the people like in the areas that they police. You see it from like politicians' perspectives as well, and really cracking show. I'm singing its praises. So lots of people are asking about other shows that they like. What show, says Lord Lime? It's called The Wire. It really is, I think, probably one of the best bits of TV ever made. We've got a donation here from Phil 71994 saying, "Good evening, Sir X. Just wanted to let you know that there are illegal operations going on at the SSSSSSSS currently, and also I like the new top bar. Have a great evening. Thank you. I'm glad you like the top bar. I started talking about it, then I started talking about The Wire. We're going to have to come back to the top bar and discuss it again, because I have this bad habit of sometimes I want to look at chat and read all the messages, and sometimes I just start chatting away and going off on my own little thing, don't I? Aha, look, that worked quite well. Let's continue through here. This little narrow gap helps us get rid of stuff quite easy. Let's put down a torch. Or two. Official Blaze says Prison Break is the best. I liked Prison Break a bit, but I just felt like it kept upping the stakes, and then they'd always come out on top, but they keep like dramatically upping the stakes, and then it's solved. Similar to Fringe, it has a little bit of a formula, I'd say, but it was alright. I never finished watching that one. I didn't really get past like the first season, I guess. Craftless says, what bands do you like? Green Day and such? Do you like All Time Low? I like Green Day. If you want to know about the music I listen to, go to my blogspot. I'm sure there's a link in chat. Look at that, Estelian, on point. Thank you for posting the links. Yeah, my blogspot has the music that I listen to. I need to write a blog for that before I go to bed. It's been my aim to like write one every day, and I find it very like therapeutic. It's really like relaxing just to sit down and put my thoughts into words, and so I try and make sure I do that every day because it feels like it's good for me. Hey X, can you give us a beard scratch? There you go, have a good old healthy beard scratch. I don't even know if you can hear that. I think people can because they ask for them, so there you go, beard scratch. Sopranos is a favourite of mine, says Lil Conboy. I watched The Sopranos last year, I think. What a fantastic show that was. Yeah, it was kind of a little bit of a flashback to my youth as well, because there were like that was on TV like when I was in my teens, I think, and there's just stuff in it that kept, like songs and things that people were doing or wearing, where it was just like, oh man, it's like the early noughties again. But that show's fantastic as well. That got a little bit dull, I thought, in the later seasons, but really good at the beginning. Let's have a look. Geordie says, "Hey X, try and say this as fast as you can. Through. Oh my God! Wow. Through free cheat. Let's try one more time. Through free trees, free fleas flew, while these fleas flew, freezy breeze blew. Freezy breeze made these trees freeze, freezy trees made these trees cheese freeze, that's what made these free fleas sneeze." I don't even know what to say about that. Pretty sure I butchered it. Rocky Avalon says, "Broadwalk Empire. Watched a little bit of it. I really like Steve Buscemi. He's a great actor, but I don't really remember much about that one. It didn't interest me too much. In fact, I remember very little about it. I have seen, like, I think the first season. I feel like if you're gonna watch a TV show, you got to commit to like watching the first season, unless it's really bad. Hey X, is Nightbot an actual bot? Well, it's an internet bot or a computer bot. It's not a robot, though, if that's what you mean. There we go. Stop the water spreading. Cool. This area's too big, so we're going to separate it up for sure. This must be pretty awful to watch. TX says, "John, thanks for the reminder. We'll have a sip in a moment." Hey X, what's your least favourite bug in Minecraft? And PS, I love that you always respond to what I say in chat. You're awesome. Thanks, Scribbles. Yep, some people, I don't know what it is, they just type the sort of messages that catch my attention. Most annoying bug. At the moment, it's going through nether portals and the world not loading and your inventory being missing and then having to wait for it to reappear. That's an annoying one. And also these invisible blocks that we have in 1.9 that keep cropping up. They're really irritating as well. There's probably a few others. There's probably some that have just been in the game for so long you just treat it like normal. But there are definitely things that annoy me when it comes to bugs. There we go, nice placed. Hey X, have you ever heard of Block and Load? It's a combination of CSGO and Minecraft. Yes, I have heard about that game. I think Unhost was playing that game a lot and helped it get some attention back in the day. I think he used to speak to the developers too. Breaking Bad says, oh, 78Ti. Yeah, Breaking Bad, man. Very recent one though. Absolutely fantastic show. I love it. I love the transition that the character goes through. That was quite original. I'm not sure if like a lot of you know this stuff or look into it. Like, because I like to read about things that I like have enjoyed. Like, if I enjoy Breaking Bad, I go and read about it as well. It helps you understand it better. And what they point out is that you're watching a character like do a U-turn. They go from being, is it the protagonist to the antagonist? And like that's the first time that someone's, well, supposedly the first time. I've seen some people like reference things that are similar, but you're always going to find stuff similar because, you know, people are like the sum of all the things they experience. So whoever made Breaking Bad would have been influenced by other things that they'd seen. Like nothing's just a unique idea that pops out of nowhere. It's all got its influences. And yeah, anyway, so they like U-turns the protagonist into the antagonist, and it's something that just hadn't really been done too much or at all before. There are some similarities to other shows, but supposedly Breaking Bad is it. And yeah, and that's what's so great about it. Just you like the guy in the beginning, and I like talking about it because everyone has their own opinion on where their like opinion of him changes. Where it's like you no longer root for him in the series, you start rooting against him. And I was rooting for him for quite a long time, and like you sort of remember the original character to what he becomes. That's what I sort of experienced. And then at some point, like you realise, wait a minute, this guy's horrible. Like how I can't get behind him anymore. Such a great show. Mouse fan says, wow, 2k viewers. Yes, we hit 2k. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Do appreciate it. If you're coming over here on Twitch, don't know who I am, watching for the first time maybe, hello to you. I do this Twitch thing. Oh wow, we're out of sponges. Bam. I do this Twitch thing in between YouTube. Sponge, I want you. There we go. And yeah, fix the donation bar, says Paste Iran. Is it Paste a Rainbow? Paste I Rainbow. I can't fix it, unfortunately. It breaks and I have no idea how to fix it or why it breaks. Laser Eye says, dude, spoiler alert. Yeah, I oh my god, sorry, I didn't even think of that. We're talking about all these TV shows. Do you know what? If you haven't seen Breaking Bad by now, and someone started talking about it, surely you didn't have too much intention of watching it. I don't know, but I apologise if I spoiled it for anyone. I mean, well, I still haven't spoiled it. You're going to watch a character go from good to bad. Basically. Have you watched The Tudors? Have you watched Downton Abbey? Not seen either of those. Cool Potato says, this channel is cool, I'm following. Thank you. Thank you for following, buddy. Do you like Dust in Memphis, says Kavan Kierman, is it? Well, I like the album Dusty in Memphis. I wrote about that on my music blog recently. I'm assuming you've read that though. It seems a bit odd to ask that out of the blue. That's a cracking album. Like, absolute 10 out of 10. Well and truly enjoyed that one. What's your opinion on AI, says Dragodoff. You guys got some interesting things to discuss on your mind. AI, artificial intelligence. Let's see, what are the risks of AI? I think the general risk is that, you know, we create AI and then it wants to kill all humans, right? Or it has some sort of drastic negative consequence. I think it's all about responsibility and power. I think if people wanted to use AI for destructive purposes, it would end up being a very bad thing. If they wanted to use it to like help and cure and do positive things, then I'm sure that would extend in the right direction, you know. But then again, do we even know what artificial intelligence is? Once it's sentient, can it just make up its own mind? Can you control it? Can you program it to do something? Who knows? This is all like way beyond where we're at with computers and programming at the moment. We also got a new subscriber here. It is Renchel. Thank you for subscribing. Do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Clearing out this Guardian monument again, having a chat. Have you watched Prison Break or Dexter? Says Joe Jasso. I haven't. I've watched like season 1 of Prison Break. Never watched Dexter. Simplest form of artificial intelligence. Nightbot, says Make It Rain. Possibly. It depends on the definition of artificial intelligence. I believe the definition is that you have to, like, a human has to interact with the artificial intelligence and be convinced that it's a human in order for it to technically be artificial intelligence, but I don't know how widely accepted that hypothesis is. X, have you seen Gotham? No, I've seen a few people ask that, and I only just clicked on that you're talking about a TV show. And have you seen Narcos on Netflix? Yeah, I saw the first season. I didn't think too much of it. It was a story about Pablo Escobar, who I already knew like a fair bit about. Yeah, some shows are like entertaining for a while, but when you think back and you like can't really remember much about it, that's usually a sign that it's, you know, not the greatest thing you've enjoyed. The Nine Gods has resubscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much for the epic support, buddy. Really do appreciate it. Have you seen the Teletubbies? I can't stand the Teletubbies, man. I just find that whole show so creepy. There's something really creepy about it. Like when they look at that giant baby's face in the sun, it's just like, oh, this is giving me the creeps. Right, we might just be able to take care of this little bit over here, or not. Let's see how it goes. Ugh. Ugh. Bam! There we go. Excellent. With 2 to spare. Let's clear out all of the sand around the outside. So we got some big old messages here. Let's read one from Losescape, whose name is written in green. If your name is written in green, I very much struggle to read it. Why do you only see a few people's comments? I wrote a whole lot of comments and you never see them. So now this comment is a bit longer. There is a bigger chance you will see it. So, do you like taking ice baths? Like in a hole in the ice? It's an amazing to hop in a sauna right after. I'm sure it is. Like, you're basically putting yourself... It's like walking in the rain when you know you're going to go home and have like a hot bath or something, I imagine his experience. I don't like the sound of that though, and I haven't done that. As for like reading long messages, it's just a case of sometimes I see a long message and I feel like reading it out, and then I mention that I'm reading a long message. But as for like reading messages, look how many people are chatting all the time, and listen to how much I sometimes just talk of my own accord. It's, you know, I can't answer every message, but it's about just sort of hanging out and, I'll look over and read a few messages from time to time. Cool. Let's pick up these as we go, because there are going to be loads of them all over the place. I was watching Teletubbies when I was younger, and an earthquake happened. I thought the Teletubbies caused the earthquake. Zapdos, that's amazing. Oh, that's cool. X, you need to hear the song Revolt V. They're so good. Tweet it to me then. Tweet it to me. Rocky Avalon is here. By the way, my Twitter handle is on the screen if you were fancy following me on Twitter. I thought I'd put it there. I actually got inspired by Iscal's overlay. I thought it was a good idea just to have your handle on there. And you know, I got loads of social media, Facebook, this and that, and you can link to all of them, but you know, Twitter's the one I'm active on, so I like to promote that one if any. And of course you guys can tweet me things. I don't always answer, I have a lot, I always read all the tweets, but it just depends on what I'm up to. Sometimes I've got to breeze through my tweets because I'm busy. I didn't get to answer my tweets for 4 days the other day. I tweeted about it, funny enough. Why wouldn't you tweet about that? About not being able to reply to your tweets. Just been a busy week, busy time at the moment. Let's have a look. Hawk Lover says, artificial intelligence is a really interesting topic. I think you are thinking of the artificial intelligence test where people tested to see if they could tell the difference between people and computers. However, the test is kind of sketchy because the people thought a random word generator was a person. Yeah, there's definitely flaws to it. That's why I said that I wasn't sure if the idea is widely accepted. Because it does sound flawed, but when people argue for it, they can make it sound like a very good idea as well. I should probably not use the torch method here. Wouldn't it be a little bit quicker and easier to just do that, considering I don't have to clean up the mess after? Did I read this one out? We got a donation here from Rocky Avalon saying, please leave an area of the temple unlit so I can prove to you once more all the mobs don't spawn. It has to be above the bottom floor of the temple, aka the ocean floor. $5 next stream if it doesn't work. Rocky, I've already done it. Mobs are spawning everywhere. So, I had to light the place because there were so many mobs spawning. And I've done a myth busting on it as well. Just go watch the myth busting video. It's one of the old mini myths one, I'm sure of it. People keep asking me about this. I'm sure I did the test. You know, they might have changed it at some point, but we had mobs spawning over here, which is why I started lighting everything up. And I got to get rid of these doors now as well. They're just silly being there. Hey X, any thoughts on making a murderer? Have you watched it? I have not watched that. I don't know what it's about, but I heard about it. I'm just wondering if I Nah, I can't really remember anything about it, to be fair. Yeah. So anyway, what's your favourite YouTuber, says Trigger? Do you know what? I've got a whole bunch of favourite YouTubers that I watch. Couldn't tell ya. X, I wrote this message 10 plus times. You didn't read it. Iron shop is open. Go through your chest of iron. I've already done it. Quadzy. Again, look how many messages there are in chat. Autumn says, pretty sure the only time the Turing test was passed when the AI behaved like a child and just learned how to speak. If an AI, yeah, I don't know, children can be a little bit erratic, I guess. You might, pass off the behaviour as being childish. Yeah, look, we got iron over there. Oh. Smadger says, oh, that got deleted for some reason. Oh, well, I didn't get to read it. Let's, oh man, my chests are just all, full. Hi. Let's put some sand in there, and some gravel, and whatever else we'll squeeze in. And let's get our axe. And also some more sponges for you. Mr. Tommy says, X, what's your favourite movie? Again, whenever I get asked these questions, I don't like to answer them in fear of forgetting really good movies. I've seen lots of movies, lots of ones that I really like, but I'm not one for remembering my favourites. However, Dead Poets Society has always been one of my favourites. Really, really great movie with Ethan Hawke and Robin Williams. And you just made me remember a movie called American History X. That is a really powerful movie. I'd highly recommend that to anyone, really. Very powerful movie. Those of you that have seen it will know what I'm talking about. Hey X, do you ever lose your voice because you never stop speaking? Yes. All this talking, if you listen to some of my videos, I can hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but when I record a video after a stream, I can hear this difference in my voice. It just sounds a little bit thin and stretched, which is kind of not surprising, right? Ha! I thought there might be water behind there, but there's not. So we'll take all of that. Ka-chow, we'll have that. X Train Spotting, says Mayskull. I like the movie, but man, there's some freaky bits in it with like the dead baby on the ceiling. That just oh dear God. That being said, oh my days. Now there's probably going to be a very limited amount of people that have heard of this movie. But there's a movie called Begotten, which is it's not like a entertainment movie. It's like a make you feel awful inside movie. And I've never been able to watch more than the first 10 minutes of it. It is some seriously freaky stuff that they show you in that movie, and it's all shot very artfully to like make you feel rather distressed when you're watching it. Which, although that sounds like not a good thing, or like why would you watch that? Like, it's just fascinating the power of cinema that it can do something like that to you, and that is a really creepy movie. Will there be another episode of Crown and Council, says Samoko? If we get 2,000 likes, as I said. I don't know what it's up to now, but I'll check it tomorrow, and it probably will, and then the next one might be the last one, I just don't know. Phil says, how is that movie called? Begotten. B-E-G-O-T-T-E-N. Honestly, if you have like a weak stomach for violence, gore, any form of creepy, scary stuff, don't waste your time. Like, you're only going to make yourself upset if you go look up stuff like that. However, if you're interested in seeing something like that and you can stomach those sort of things, it's really bizarre, that movie. I've only seen the opening like 10 minutes and I cannot get through it. It's like really distressing. X, have you ever watched Attack of the Killer Tomatoes or the sequel, Return of the Killer Tomatoes? I have not seen those movies. I have not seen them at all. X, do you like MC Roleplay? Ever heard of Amphmeo? I have not. We do a little bit of roleplay here on the Hermitcraft server, in the videos and stuff. X, have you seen Band of Brothers? The Freeze, I've seen Band of Brothers and the Pacific. I've got the box sets on my wall. They are absolutely fantastic series. I'd love to watch them again. They'll be up there with my like favourite TV series, without a doubt. So good. I think Tom Hanks like produced them as well. And there's some really great actors in there who went on to have some good careers. Hi, can I make it reappear? There it is, bam. I was looking at the wrong bit. So we got a resubscribe, it is Mini1025. Thank you for subscribing, really do appreciate it. And hope you enjoyed today's stream. You must watch The Green Mile. I've seen The Green Mile, Nick. It's been a long time since I've seen that. I remember that being another powerful movie, just been a long time. X, do you even like or watch Game of Thrones? I like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is alright. I feel like it's like dragged on a little. Have you seen literally any Tarantino films, says Lemon King? I think I've seen all of them, and I'm not his biggest fan. I'm a little bit of a critic, maybe, of him. I find his movies to like really glorify violence. Like, they're like hyper-violence at times, just over the top, and just sometimes that stuff feels a little bit unhealthy to watch, you know? Like, when entertainment is watching someone, you know, get blown to pieces or whatever, it just feels a little unsettling. Bam. Those were our last 3 sponges. Do you like 12 Angry Men? When reading the book in my class, says Alex Josie. 12 Angry Men is a fantastic movie. Definitely put that up there as one of my all-time favourites. Old black and white movie from, I believe, the 50s. Well and truly worth watching. It's one of those ones that just will never get old, because it's like still it's just so relevant to many things. It's a really great movie. How did you get your maps published on Realms, says Pendulum Dorum. I got in touch with Mark, who runs the Realms maps division, or whatever you want to call it, and yeah, got them published on there. Taicho says, watch the Begotten trailer, bad idea. Yep, I did try to warn you guys. It's some creepy stuff. Like, that movie was made to like freak you out, to make you feel uncomfortable. it's like a horror movie. Like if you like horror movies, you watch them because you want to be scared in a way, and sometimes that gives you an adrenaline rush. This sort of goes beyond that a little bit. This is more like I want to make you feel awful. Netherbrick says, X, do you listen to Baby Metal? I do. I wrote about them on my blog. Their latest record is fantastic. I've been listening to their first record and I don't like it as much. Feels a little more jaunty, or like just a bit more unrefined and bold, and there's a lot of like quirky J-pop stuff in there that isn't quite my cup of tea. But I need to listen to the record more before I like suss it out what it's about. I like this song, by the way. This song's cracking. Alright. I'm just having a look at chat. I barfed all over my keyboard, says Mikael. Bloomin' hell, clean it up before you start telling us. Now you got barf on your fingers, mate. I don't know if you actually did that or not. If you did, I'm sorry. And like maybe get a new keyboard. We got a donation here from CMK Crazy saying, "Hey Asuma, do you have any suggestions for getting the word out about a new survival server I started? I posted on Reddit but didn't get anywhere, and do not want to post on Planet Minecraft because I want to keep it centered around mature folks." I would love to help you out. I'll tell you what, I'd love to help you out, but I just don't know quite how. I mean, you're in a chat full of other people, but I can't give you permission to like post an IP or something because links and stuff aren't allowed in chat really. Yeah, it leads me to a fun story. I'm not sure if I've got an answer for you or not. Maybe I'll say if people want to PM you. I don't know if you want that though. I might have just invited people to spam you. You know, people are always looking for active vanilla communities, but they're very difficult to create. So a fun story for you. Myself and Cube Hamster and Host were involved in a project where we had a community called Geomine. This song's actually quite loud, isn't it? And this was a vanilla server that I played on. Full Symmetry played on there as well. And we wanted to expand it so that each server had a different ice cream name. So it was like you had mint, chocolate, vanilla. And they were just basically like the same community but a different vanilla server, because you couldn't have like hundreds and hundreds of people on one. And then what we would do is we would use our YouTube channels to promote it, and hopefully through people, you know, watching us and having common interests, they would be able to find a way to play together and have a great time on vanilla servers. So the company that we've like worked with to set this up, they gave us these things for free, and this is another like old. I've had some headaches on YouTube, believe me. This is another old headache story. Starting to feel a little bit as I bring it back up. We got this deal where they would host the servers for us in exchange for promotion, and then we could run this Geomine project where we would have these different vanilla servers, we would advertise them, and we would bring people onto it. And we were talking about like a different YouTuber would look after each one. Like a host was going to have one, I would have one, and we'd bring other people in. And in that way we could create vanilla communities for like the people that watched our videos. And the people that gave us the servers, they then one day, like, it's so fuzzy looking back on it now, like the specifics, but basically what they did is they hijacked the servers once we started using them and sort of demanded ransom without demanding ransom. I can't really remember. They just locked us out, and it all went really odd, and the person who ran the company started behaving really odd, and basically they like, I think Cube Hamster got hit hard. He actually got like completely hijacked. He was using his server a lot, and they were like holding it for ransom, like his world downloads, and locking him out of it, and it was all just bizarre. Really bizarre stuff. Man, that was such a long time ago. May School says, cough cough respawn. There you go, yeah. Like, for those of you that remember the Respawn network, if you like noticed that thing sort of appeared and then fell apart, like there's another crazy headache that happened on YouTube trying to make things happen. Oh my god, that was... Oh, you give me the shivers, May School. Give me the shivers. Oh. You got Gift, says Tovaris. Possibly. You see, the thing is, like it's easy when you're in a bad situation where you're on the end of the stick to think of the other person as just some crazy person who doesn't know what they're doing or they're bizarre and whack. They've probably got like their reasons and motives. It's just like trying to figure out how the wires got crossed so far over to the point where you got some hosting company that want to work with you and help you build this like bunch of vanilla communities, and then all of a sudden they're hijacking your stuff from you. And the thing is, they didn't like ask for money or anything. It was, I can barely remember it. I'll have to talk to Cube about it sometime. It was so bizarre. I think Cube even made a video about it and warned people in Minecraft about the guy who ran the company, and I think we weren't the only people as well that they hijacked servers from. I think they were like, it might have been, just remembering that like it would be like just an average Minecraft hosting server you could go up and sign up for, and they like would just take regular players' maps and hijack them as well. It was bizarre. That was a long time ago. Ian, I saw your tweet. Yes, I've been listening to a little bit of Ison. I think, did you tweet me the record, or did I just click on the first thing I searched? Listened to a little bit of that. Quite liked it. It was very different from anything I'd heard before though, so I kind of like that. And it's on my playlist now, but it'll take me ages, man. My playlist is just so full up with records. I think I've got like 40 hours of music to get through at the moment. Hijack is such a weird word. Hijack, says Jekko. Yes, you could be saying hijack. You could be saying hijack, indeed. But of course, you probably know what it means, I'm guessing. X, why are you taking all this gravel? It would be faster to terraform this bit up. I've got plans for all of this, and part of it is removing all of the gravel. I mean, that isn't the plan. The plan isn't, yeah, let's remove the gravel. It's, hey, we're doing things here. I need to remove that gravel. Hi, I want to place something on you. There we go. Sweet. Might as well bring that up to there. Yeah, I tweeted you. Isang, glad you liked it. Ian, yes, that's the one. I did like it. It was, like I said, it was kind of quirky and different. Like I love that though, because I'll now listen to that, and at one point I'm hoping you have that connection where it goes from just being a little bit weird and different, and then you're like, aha, this is what it's about. We got a donation here. Oh, actually, I think I've missed someone as well. Okay, a donation from Zebby2 saying, "Hey X, couldn't get you to read my message, so I just had to get you to read this. Have you ever seen Grimm? It's one of the best shows I have ever seen. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it to you. Go watch it. Sadly, it got taken down from Netflix. I'll check it out. Grimm. I mean, if it's, oh no, I didn't actually want to do that. If it's about something dark, I like dark music. I'll watch dark TV shows or movies or whatever, like Begotten. Why do I do this to myself? Grimm sounds grim. I'll check it out. Also, just want to make it clear though, the donations aren't like for talking to me. I've said this before. I do try to read chat. I understand that chat is hectic and I'm not going to be able to read it all. I just like to read the messages that you send as a way of saying thank you for supporting the channel. Yeah, and I should try and read more chat, but I just chat. I just ramble. But it helps. It's therapeutic to ramble about all the things going on. Have you seen Supernatural? I have not seen Supernatural. Rovindar? Oh. If I could just read the names and know what they would say, we'd save so much time. We'd save so much time. It'd be unbelievable. Not wet sponges, let's have normal ones. Bam, bam, bam. Like that. There we go. Hey X, do you watch Adventure Time? Nope, I've not heard of... I think I've heard of Adventure Time, but... maybe not, I don't know. I don't think I have. Also, Neovin, resubscribed for 4 months in a row. Thank you so much for the resubscribe, buddy. Do appreciate it. Rocky says, Grimm is terrible in my opinion. It's like Supernatural, which I also don't like, but less mature. Well, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I'll always, you know, give something a look over. Do you ever listen to Foster the People? Nope, not heard of that one before. Right, that might actually be all we need. Oh, silly goose. There we go. Gotta... maybe not. See, look, it sort of reforms so quickly. You've got to hit it up on 3 sides. Bam. There we go. That's the way you do it. Berkey says, I'd like seeing a movie blog from you. Funny you mention that, because I would love to talk about movies, but I think talking about movies would take me so much longer because I'm not as well, let's say, versed or educated on how movies work, you know, like how they're shot, how scenes are put together and stuff. Like, I couldn't go as in-depth as I can with music. Do you watch Better Call Saul, says Miganova. Yes, I watched it and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I really like it because although it's a spin-off, although they're creating a show from Breaking Bad, it really has nothing to do with Breaking Bad. It's just a cracking show, and it also like makes you like his character a lot more because you learn about like his struggle, I guess. And yeah, the whole thing is just fantastic. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. The doors have got them isolated. Do you ever listen to Slipknot, says Aloba Sykes. I was listening to Slipknot when I was running today. That is some great running music, if ever there was some. Wow. Wow, there's a massive area back. My god, that's a big area to do. Where can I find X's music blog, says Mr. Tommy. Asuma.blogspot.com. There you go. So easy. Blogspot.com, just put my name before it and a dot. And I have to write about another records. Yeah, I've been listening to this band called Killing Joke. And they're really great. They're like a post-punk band from after the punk scene, funny enough, from the 80s. And they got this really, they're just like their own sort of sound that no one really sounds like them. It's sort of a weird post-punk industrial vibe. And they've got like a massive discography. And like from listening to like the first couple of records, I was like, over time I'm going to listen to all of this and really enjoying it. And I have been. I've just listened to one of their records that they got like a lot of like flack for because it was a new wave record. Like the trend at the time, they sort of crossed over to the trend and people gave them flack for it. And I actually don't think it's the worst thing ever. It's got some good tracks on it. Killing Joke is awesome, says Zedro. There you go. See, Zedro agrees. Go watch them live, Zedro, if you haven't done already. I saw them live and they blew me away. They were really fantastic. And we got a donation here from IceFang37 saying, how do you feel about the US presidential election? You don't have to reveal your political opinion. Just do you think it's a mess or not? I think politics is crazy, man. So many opinions, so much to talk about and argue about. It wears me out. I was reading some stuff about Trump the other day. Apparently Trump's now extremely likely to become president. I don't know. Can't trust everything you read. It's opinions too. It's just opinions. But honestly, like, all I'm going to say is if Trump became president, that would just put me on edge for a long time. Like, if you just heard something bizarre, like America invades England, I'd be like, oh, I'm not surprised. You know, like, you know, he's talking about building a wall. Can't solve problems by building walls. Can't solve problems. And some people might argue it's like an us v them thing. It'll solve it for us, they'll still have a problem, you know. Got to solve the problem for everyone to solve a problem. And yeah, that's my opinion then. Just very scared of Trump getting elected. Although Hillary could be potentially awful as well, now that I think about it. Looks like we removed some blocks from our farm over there. The Nine Gods says, if Trump became president, I am moving to England. Then you'll have to deal with David Cameron, who loves to steal from the rich and give to the poor. No, wait, what? Huh? He loves to steal from the poor and give to the rich? Yeah, that's what I thought. Where were we putting these blocks? I think they actually go here. Yeah, that looks right, because otherwise that block on the side would be a bit lower down. Man, this thing looks awful. I love it. Just a complete hash of a chorus farm. Alobus Sykes says, Trump is dumb. Lol, no offense, but he's horrible. He might be dumb. He might also be, like, incredibly smart with his choices about how he talks, but he does come across as just generally, like, what he says is what he thinks, because the way that he's talking will appeal to so many more people than politicians do. You know, using small words over big and being simple and to the point and not using big articulate words just is palatable to more people, I guess. Yeah. Asuma, with this election, I think the US will be shafted no matter what the outcome. Depends what you mean by shafted. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Lots of things could happen. It's always an interesting time. And you know, there's no reason that like Obama couldn't have like stayed on for another term. But the deal is, like, there's no law against it in America that you can't have more than 2 terms. But the last president to have, why is there like sand there? Oh, it must have flown over. The last president to have more than 2 terms, I do believe, was Roosevelt, and yeah, and then like it was like he died during presidency, so it was like a thing of honour to him that no one else would take a 3rd term, and that he'd be the only president that had a 3rd term, something like that. Rest in Peace says, assuming you should run for president. First of all, I'm not American. Second, I don't have that kind of money. It costs a lot of money to run for president. Trump just wants attention, says Frogman, and look what attention gets him. It will get him elected. Yeah, of course he wants attention. He's trying to become president. There is a law, says Master Matt. Oh, right, is there? Oh, maybe there was an amendment for it. Oh, okay, there you go. I didn't know that. Last I heard about it, last that I knew, apparently it was like an unspoken law. Maybe it was an unspoken law for a while, but that was the context I heard about it in. Mystery Waffles says, hey X, have you heard of Dream Theater? If you go to my blog, you'll see that I listen to Dream Theater, because I've written about them. X, do you mind sharing what are those no gravel plans, or are they secret? Also, remember to middle click to get more sand. There's nothing really special about me removing the gravel. It doesn't need to be here. I've got plans to build, and gravel isn't part of those plans. So that's why we're removing it. It's interesting. I don't know why so many people think it's like a big deal that I'm removing the gravel. I guess I don't have to remove it immediately, but I might as well get it over and done with. Minnie says, what do you think about German music? I love Kraftwerk. They're a cracking band. Where's my food? Have I run out of food? Damn it. And didn't I put my fish? I put some fish in a furnace, but it was over at the other place, because I knew that I'd run out. Ha. Yeah, I like some German bands. When you say German music, though, to me music's quite international. If you're going to say like German music, it would make me think of like folk music of that region, perhaps. Because I got quite a few like I was listening to a German band today called Caliban, who put out a new album, which I'm not terribly impressed by, but they made some really good records in the past. I think I live in the Netherlands, and every evening I look at the news. Every evening they talk about American elections, but the German elections are way sooner, and they are the most important business partners. The Germans never get the news. It's just because America's such a massive country and has like it used to, like, you could call it a superpower. It definitely used to be. I think America's power though is starting to fade. That's for sure. But you know, it's a place where everyone's interested in what's happening, I guess. Ramstein says Weird Grim. Yep, there's a German band for you. Rendog wants to start a garden centre where he plans on selling gravel too. Maybe you could help him in a deal. Cohen, I said he could take dirt from me and gravel as well if he needs it. He's not online at the moment either. Hey X, just finished watching your End Crystal vid. Oh, I hope you liked it. Is it Godfather? Hope you like it. Lonely Bird says, X, if you're going to eat fish, cook the salmon. It gives more food and saturation. Does it really? Because I decided earlier on that I was going to keep all of my salmon. I didn't know that. I was like, I'm going to keep all of the salmon that I get. Huh. Oh well. The Nine God says, we are a very loud country. Hard to not hear the guy yelling at everyone. Yep, that's true. America makes a lot of noise. Scribble says, hey X, Force is doing a stream. Can we do an X-raid if she's still on when you're done? It depends when I'm done, to be fair. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's eat a little bit of fish. X, Asuma, do you like Italian music? Davi, again, I've got some Italian bands on my computer. But not Italian folk music, I guess you could say. Tom says, X, there are skeleton horses that just spawned in the temple. Really? Tom, where did you see them? Where are the skeleton? Oh, it's a trap. It's a trap. Oh my god! One of them, hey, whoa, one of them's wearing gold. He's on fire, bam. Oh my god, there's lag. Let's run away. Oh. Right, two of them have survived. Oh, this feels laggy. This is, oh no, maybe not. They're ignoring, wow, okay, they're ignoring us. Hi, who are you? You're the guy who doesn't like me. Oh yeah, they got to like you first. Do you like me yet? Oh no, wait, no, you just need a saddle. What am I on about? We got saddles. What do you think on the NHS strikes? Do you think they are present day version of the miners' strike? I think the NHS, well, of what I know about it, I'll just say that I support them definitely in striking. And you know, these are the people that are taking care of us. They need to be properly paid, properly educated, and properly rested. And it sounds like they're going to be overworked under these new contracts, which is bad for all of us, in my opinion. And I don't buy into this whole, oh, you know, they're striking, they're putting people's lives at jeopardy. They should be in there saving people's lives, whatever. They're going to put more people's lives at jeopardy by making cuts to the budget and taking away, or sorry, expanding their working hours and taking away their rest and free time than they are going on a strike. The government will do more damage than a strike will. Let's have a look. What did I come up here for? Saddles. I throw them away now, that's correct. I might have some saddles down there. Damn it, why do I throw my saddles away? Hey X, it's my birthday today. If you read this, it'll make my day, and you can give me some tips for growing on YouTube. Toby2, happy birthday. Hope you have a good one, buddy. Tips for growing. Number one tip on YouTube is make sure you have fun first. Don't stress out about growing. Make sure you have just fun videos, and then whatever happens, you can't go wrong. If you do want to grow, you've got to look at how people like myself do it. You know, I make videos that are relevant not only to the things I'm interested in, but to what other people are interested in, like tutorials, and then people search them and they find me. So there would be a tip for you. Maybe make some good tutorials and people might come along and watch. This guy is okay. Bit of health, little bit of speed. Let's take that saddle back. Check out the other ones. What about this one right here? Reco says, did you hear about the election for the Australian president, or Austrian even? The right-wing candidate is about to win. There's going to be a final ballot. I can't believe so many people voted for him. Oh wow, that guy's got... Wow, look at that health! And he's not too bad on the speed. Oh, don't these guys have a different way of generating stuff? Amazingly, Captain Teddy says, in Norway it's basically illegal for health personnel to go on strike. Thus, they have no leverage during salary debates and always end up at the bottom of the list of prioritised field. There you go. And they should be able to strike. Or at least we should have a better society where we don't need people to strike for their rights. Let's go over here. Bam. Jump on you. I think we might already jump. Oh, you're the fast one. This one's the fast one. It's Indy number 2. Phil says, Swiss Parliament had a fight today. Finally something not boring happening there. Newly elected Roger Coppell voted with almost the best results since the old time, told Mrs. Samaga how she decides over the voice of the Swiss citizens and not acting in our will, which is absolutely true. He did it absolutely respectfully and calm, and she and like 30 of her party members left Parliament. Today she said she did not go out because of him, but because she had to go to the toilet. Best joke ever. That just sounds crazy. One of those things about Parliament is like you tune in, like if ever you've tuned in to watch Parliament, like Parliament is always live in the UK, or you see it on the news, it just looks like a bunch of bickering school kids. And I kind of think like it's supposed to be that way so people lose faith in it or something. It just seems so bizarre. They're all like shouting at each other and you're like, this is how our country's supposed to be run. Why are we all shouting and screaming and hollering? Oh, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. So's this game. We're clearing up sand, glowstone and doors from underneath an ocean monument. And we got skeleton horses wandering around us. That's not normal. Not normal at all. Hey Asuma, how was your day? Says Endless Void. Endless Void, it was stressful, maybe. There was some good moments, some bad moments, and a lot of stress. That's what I'll say. And I ran 4.85 miles. And next time I run, I'm going to go for 42 minutes. What are we doing, X? We are flying our Elytra through the Nether. No, we're clearing out an ocean monument. Speaking of which, I think we should change up what we're doing now. We've done like reasonable amount of progress. We've got some more skeletons. Not that we wanted them. And I think we should go fly our Elytra somewhere and see what else is happening on the server. X, do you know about the bug where you can fly into one block gaps? A stereo walker, I've heard about that. A lot of people have tweeted that one to me. Okay, we've got 5 cooked fish. I want more than that. Bam, there we go. That's much better. Let's put that on our offhands. Let's grab our elytra and our bow. Our bow of amazing. And let's go flying. There you go. What used to be in that little bit? My food. That's what used to be over there. Berkey says 7.7 kilometres. Yes, I'm trying to aim for 10k. That is what I'm aiming for. Hayek's just came home again and got my grease food. What did I miss? We just did a load of clearing out around here. We got some new skeleton horses down there somewhere. You can see one right there. And yeah, just clearing stuff out. We're going to go do some elytra flying now, I think. I don't think the one block gap is a bug since you can go horizontal. That's a good point, D4M. Yeah, it might not be a bug because, I mean, the player fits in a 1x1 hole, right? So when you're sideways, it's the other way. How come you say miles sometimes, says Rest in Peace? Because over here in the UK we use miles, not so much kilometres. Phil says, what is disrespectful if he says just what is happening? Samagra does not obey the objectives that we're giving her at all. I don't even know, Phil. I know next to nothing about the situation. Dariana says, I honestly believe we should have people who are skilled in particular area responsible for that area in government instead of having politics buffs who know nothing about the area they are put over. They're killing the education system because stupid decisions are being made by toffs who know zilch about normal schooling. Well, you see, your point is like true, but I think the point there is to look at, it's not a case of like people who are not right for the job or know about what they're making policies over there. Like, it's like they, how can I say it? That's the point itself. Like, they don't need to know about it. They're not there to better education. They're there to make cuts. Those people. They're there to cut the budget and make money for the rich and you know, sacrifice the public services that are available and stuff. Let's go. Wait, what? Oh, I am flying. I thought I wasn't. Wait, why am I stopping in midair? That's kind of what... Well, I just lost an absolute ton of our climbing time there. Oh, who's this person down here? We're going to fly into you. Woohoo, false. Oh, no! Oh, I might have died. I might have died. Oh, wow. Trees. I like it. I like it. Oh, I thought I was going to die then. Okay, I'm wondering if I can take off of this. I can go... Oh, wow, that was so... Whoa, whoa! Hey! I hit myself, though. That was so poor. Oh. Ian Ballasy says, unfortunately, you can't have skilled people in there. People run their field's government aspects because that creates conflict of interest and immoral business practices. I don't know. I think... I don't know. I don't really know how to get into that because it sounds reasonable that you should put someone in charge who knows how that system works. But whatever. Let's go pa-ching and then hey. Oh, we got it. We got the angle. Come on. Now I just can't. There's an arrow. What? my arrows are just everywhere right now. What is going on? They're like flying over my own head. Oggy Build says, whoops, an hour late for the stream, what did I miss? You missed me flying around like a derp. Pepperoni Pizza Gaming says, what is your name? It is Asuma. It is a made-up name. Ow, I wanted to fly. Oh, there goes the elytra wings. Oh, being funky again. Man, they are being super funky today. Okay. Oh, didn't take off. Also, I'm trying to eat, not use the bow. Hey X, after finishing the sorting system for the Guardian farm, you should definitely make a crafting system too, like Tango, for all the different blocks. I hadn't even thought of making the sorting system, to be fair. Oh, yes, come on. Come on, yeah. No, yeah, more upwards. Oh, I think I could have gone up then. I think I could have gone up. This food doesn't have enough saturation for this. This food is pants. I think what we'll do is we'll take a portal over to the White District. We'll fly for there. Insert park ticket. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to hop the fence. Also, X, if you really want to fly with an Elytra, you should make an Elytra launcher. Oh yes, I need to make one of those at some point, that's for sure. Venerable Boss says, it's X the Derp. You know me by now. You know me by now.